Knowledge retrieval with Autogen. This is a crucial and viable update or upgrade for any of your workflows when you're using agentic frameworks, specifically Autogen. For those of you who don't know what is RAG or knowledge retrieval, is basically pulling more data or more context into the prompt, allowing you to leverage mostly new knowledge or specific knowledge for the specific tasks. So for example, let's say I would like to write an email to a specific company, and this company is a new company that you can't find in ChatGPT. So what you can do, you can add content about the company in the prompt. And let's say you write, provide to me a cold email to the company crewai. So you provide it in the prompt, and then ChatGPT will write the specific cold email to this company, in this instance crewai. But if you didn't provide more context about crewai, the email would be pretty generic. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm using knowledge retrieval in Autogen. Wow, I feel rusty. I didn't upload a video a few days ago and my speaking kind of sucks, but bear with me because this is a very interesting use case. So let's just cover a few things. So before we dive in, I want to show you that ChatGPT doesn't know at the moment what is crewai. Can you write for me an email about crewai? Do you know what is crewai? So it will probably just write BS. So crewai, let's see. crewai is a platform designed to enhance sales and customer service teams' productivity by leveraging AI. It assists in automating various tasks such as data entry and analysis, enabling teams to focus more on engaging with customers and closing deals. crewai typically integrates with existing CRMs, communication tools to provide actionable insights, coach sales rep, etc. So you can see the LLM, in this specific case, GPT-4, since its knowledge cutoff was before the launching of crewai, it doesn't know what crewai is. It does write some BS based on its understanding from the context, because it sees, okay, a name which is crewai, so it thinks, okay, it's possibly a platform leveraging artificial intelligence, which is correct in this case, but it's not good enough. So let's say I want to write an email to the crewai team. I have to feed ChatGPT or an agentic framework that I'm leveraging. I have to feed it with the knowledge of what is crewai. So basically what I did, and I'll show you the code in a moment, I used the retrieval agent in Autogen to pull data from the crewai GitHub repository and then see if the email that I generated was better because it was able to understand the context. By the way, the whole idea is a spin-off from the Autogen GitHub repository, and they have over here, they have many notebooks, and these notebooks contain many examples of different use cases. Obviously, I'm not just copying and pasting this, and I'm using these examples as inspiration to what I'm trying to build, and this use case is more like a sales/marketing use case. Now, let's dive into the code. One more quick update, by the way. I told you a few weeks ago, I showed you, to those of you who are following the channel, I showed you this Chrome extension, which is called Continue. Not a Chrome extension, it's a visual code extension, which is basically an AI code assistant. I plugged into it Dolphin Mistral, which is a model that is supported by Olama, and it has been working pretty well so far. So I'm using it to ask it many questions about the repository, about the code, just testing it around to see exactly what it's understanding, what it doesn't understand. You can check out the video specifically that I did about this visual code extension a few days ago. but it's pretty cool. So far, so good. I'm pretty happy about it. Now let's take a look into the code. I won't cover the installation. You know my motto, this channel isn't about installations, it's about applications and implementations. But in general, we have a crew that consists of a boss, the boss assistant, which is a retrieval agent, an assistant who has extra content retrieval power for solving difficult problems. And we are providing him with the URL. In this case, the URL, the knowledge base, is the GitHub repository of crewai. Let me show you the content. You can see over here. You guys are probably familiar with it if you've been following the agent space, so you probably know about crewai. So they have information over here. Crewai is a cutting-edge framework for orchestrating, role-playing, autonomous AI by fostering collaborative intelligence. Crewai empowers agents to work together seamlessly, tackling complex tasks, and they have a ton of information about why crewai, why is it better than chat dev, which I don't know, nobody's talking about. I mean, based on my observation, nobody's talking that much about chat dev lately, but I need to, if you guys seen anything else, so let me know, but I'll definitely check out the repository afterwards and see if I'm correct or not. And this is a comparison to Autogen. Never mind. So basically this code is going to pull the content of this page. So let's go back to Visual Studio Code. So we have the boss assistant, which is a retrieval agent. And as you can see, it is pulling. Let's see if I can make this larger. Let's close this guy. Yes. And so we have the retrieval agent, we have the copywriter, and I gave it the system message. You are a witty and bold copywriter specializing in writing short and persuasive cold emails. We have the senior copywriter, and the system message is you are a senior copywriter. You specialize in providing constructive feedback to copy maybe. And we have the CMO. You are a CMO specializing in marketing, copywriting, and understanding the prospect mindset. And the whole goal over in this instance is to send a cold email to the crewai team, show them that we know what they are doing. So personalizing the reach out. You can see over here. So the problem, basically the prompt for the group is write a short cold email to the crewai team pitching automation services. So I'm providing automation services, and let's assume that I want to pitch the crewai team. Start with a hook, then make sure to show them your knowledge of the project, and then add a CTA suggesting a quick call. Also write 2 follow-ups in case they don't answer. The third follow-up should be a standalone email that will be sent to the founder of the project, offering him to come to be a guest on the podcast. Now, the reason why I wanted to build this workflow, which we are using RAG, because in the past, if you guys have been following me, and by the way, this may be a good opportunity to tell you that I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy videos about automation and agent and you haven't subscribed yet. Please make sure to subscribe. I usually drop this plug or this request to subscribe at the end of the video, but my wife told me I should do it at the beginning. This is not the beginning, it's like halfway through or maybe even more, but next time I'll probably remember to do it at the beginning. Anyway, so the whole idea here, in opposing to other videos in which I automated a workflow of personalizing a DM in Facebook or LinkedIn based on what I scraped from the prospect's profile, which is also a viable modus operandi, like you can do that. What I wanted to see here, if I can use only the agentic framework in opposing to what I did in the past, which was basically using an RPA tool, Microsoft Power Automate, to scrape the data and then feed it as context to GPT-4. And in the prompt, it had the context about the prospect. So this is a slightly different workflow. And the main reasons for doing this is, first of all, I want to create videos and tutorials that are not using necessarily RPA tools, and like doing the whole workflow from A to Z using Python. And the second reason is I want to stress test the agentic frameworks, because I want to see, I'm pretty straightforward, I want to see the potential of using agentic frameworks without using RPA tools, which, yes, they do allow us more control, but at the end of the day, the whole goal of using an agentic framework, and my vision, and hopefully other people's vision in the space, is using agents to streamline the whole process and automate more parts of the process, instead of using an RPA tool, which basically we create and control the workflow and just use the agentic framework or the GPT in only certain instances. Wow, I've been talking a lot. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, cool. So I showed you the prompt for the team. We've created the boss assistant, the copywriter, the senior copywriter, and the CMO. Now we have two different instances. One is an instance with no RAG. We will just send the prompt, and these are the agents. And there is another chat, another instance in which we also share the context. So as you can see over here, we have the boss aide, which is the retrieval agent, the CMO, the copywriter, and the senior copywriter. And there is a distinction between both chats, because one, we have a print line message RAG chat, and the other one contains the no RAG tag. So I already ran this code. Let me go up to show you the results. Okay. Let's do this again to be better. Let's see if I can also, let me just adjust the prompt to make it more interesting. Your special, let's see what we can adjust. Also write two follow-ups. In this case, write a short cold email to crewai team pitching automation services. Start with the hook, then make sure to show them your knowledge of the project. Try to compliment them on their uniqueness. Compare them to a competitor. Okay, comparing them to a competitor. And this is something that only if you take a look in this page, you will know the difference between crewai and the other agentic frameworks. So when we are not going to use the RAG, there is no way that the output is going to be correct. Now let's run this code and see what happens in both instances. Again, one instance, we have no RAG. The chat team has no idea what is crewai. They're probably going to BS. And the other team does know what is crewai because we have the retrieval agent and he's pulling data. Okay, so as you can see over here, write a short cold email to the crewai team pitching automation services. Start with a hook, then make sure to show them your knowledge of the project. Try to compliment them on their uniqueness. compare them to the competitor, and then add a CTA suggesting, wow, a quick call. Okay, this is the first one. Email 1, initial cold email to the crewai AI team. Transforming the future of work with crewai. Hey crewai team, hope this finds you well. I've been closely following your journey and I'm genuinely impressed by how you're redefining productivity tools in the workspace. Okay, you can see it's incorrect, but still it is somewhat compelling and can be relevant. No, probably not relevant, but it is pretty generic, but not so far off. So it's clear you're not just another player in the game. You're setting new standards, much like how Tesla reimagined the electric car. Okay, nice analogy. Your unique approach to integrating AI into everyday work tool is nothing short of revolutionary. It's evident that crewai is on the path on becoming an indispensable asset for business aiming to stay ahead of the curve. Okay, that's good. That said, I believe there's an untapped potential in further automating your processes, enhancing efficiencies, and scaling your impact. Our team specializes in bespoke automation solutions that could seamlessly integrate with your existing frameworks, propelling crewai to new heights. How about a quick call next week to explore how we can collaborate? Sorry about that. How we can collaborate to make work even smarter. I'm confident we can add significant value to your already impressive suite of tools. Looking forward. Now, follow up if no response in 3 or 4 days. Let's make magic happen at crewai. Hey crewai team, just floating to the top of your inbox in case my previous email got buried. I'm still super excited about the possibility of bringing our automation expertise to complement crewai innovative platform. Can we find 15 minutes this week for a chat? I have a few ideas that I believe could really amplify your impact. Second follow-up. Quick ping. Hey crewai team, I understand you're swamped with making the workspace a better place, so I'll keep this brief. Still keen on blah blah blah. Let's move on. This is the standalone email to the founder. Dear founder's name, I've been an admirer of crewai and your visionary leadership in transforming how we approach productivity tools. Your journey is a beacon for innovation, much like how pioneers reshape industries. This is correct. I host a podcast that spotlights thought leaders and disruptors who are making significant waves in their sectors. Okay. Now, so this was the no rag chat. Obviously, not obviously, but as you can see over here, first of all, the prompt for the cold email wasn't good enough. So I didn't provide enough examples perhaps, and also good enough guidance to the copywriter. So it was too long, but in general, I do like, this is way too long, but in general, I somewhat like the content. But so this is one thing that obviously needs to be improved, like the specific prompt. And as you can see over here, the group chat basically doesn't exist. So only the copywriter answered. Now let's move on to the RAG. So as you can see over here, in opposing to the first process that has no RAG, over here automatically Autogen is creating the knowledge base, so it is fetching the data from the URL that we provided, which is the GitHub repository of crewai. And now it created a few documents, and now you can see the boss assistant to the chat manager. So you are retrieve augmented coding assistant, your answers, blah, blah, blah. This is a bit of information. Now, the user question is, write a short cold email to the crewai team, pitching automation services. Start with a hook, then make sure to show your knowledge, try to complement them. You know this already. Now he is adding, and this is the RAG. The context is, and it is basically scraped the page from crewai. Let's open it. scraped the context, roles of agents in a crew. This just looks like a lot of text to you guys, but as you can see over here, let's see what happened. Okay, elevate your AI crew with tailored automation services. This is the message tailored to the crew AI team that already is supposed to know the context. Let's see what is the difference. I hope this message finds you well. I've been closely following your journey in orchestrating role-playing autonomous AI agents, and I must say your framework is nothing short of revolutionary. The way crewai empowers agents to collaborate and tackle complex tasks is a game changer, setting you apart from competitors like Autogen and ChatDev. Yes, baby, this is exactly what we wanted. So you can see it took this context and it also took this, how crewai compares. It name dropped the correct competitors. Now let's see, because we are using GPT-4, let's see, just making sure to see if it knows what are Autogen and ChatDev. So do you know the names of the crewai's competitors? crewai operates in the realm of AI powered, so it is offering stuff that I don't even know, but it's obviously incorrect. Great, now let's move back to the email. I hope this message finds you well. We covered that already. While your approach offers unparalleled flexibility and adaptability, I believe our automation services can further enhance your project efficiency and scalability. Our expertise in integrating advanced automation solutions could streamline your development and production workflows, ensuring your AI crews operate at their peak potential. I'm particularly impressed with your commitment to open source development and the community-driven enhancement that have propelled crewai forward. It's clear that your project is not just about technology, it's about building a future where AI can work alongside humans seamlessly. Would you be open to a brief chat? Okay, call to action. Let's move on to the next email. Quick follow-up. Hi, I just wanted to quickly follow up on my previous email. I understand you're incredibly busy, but I truly believe that let's see if there is anything specific to crewai. Nothing specific. Okay, but because I didn't guide the first follow-up to be specific to crewai. Now another email. Last try, can we help crewai soar? I realize I've also over here, nothing specific. Now let's see the message to the founder. I've been deeply inspired by your work with crewai and the groundbreaking strides you're making in the realm of autonomous AI agents. Your vision for a future where AI and humans collaborate seamlessly is not only innovative, but essential. I host a podcast, blah, blah, blah. And that is pretty much it. So let's go back to the widescreen because it just looks better. Let's go back here as background, crewai. Although it's kind of funny because I've used Autogen in the whole video, and the video was about approaching the crewai team or founder, but it was just a simple example of how we can leverage RAG in an agentic framework. In this specific case, it was Autogen. I'm very happy about the results. I believe that with slightly better prompts and better system messages for each one of the agents, this could be very valuable because it basically will allow us to create personalization at scale. Obviously, there are many other use cases and instances in which you can leverage retrieval RAGs or knowledge bases, but this was just a simple example of how we can leverage it for creating personalization. I guess that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like always, please leave a comment below. I'm happy to hear any feedback, any suggestions for more videos, any suggestions how these videos can become more interesting, more impactful. Please let me know in the comment section. Always happy to learn and optimize and improve. Regardless, again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I guess that's it. Until next time, keep on automating.